Assalamualaikum guys. We talk about the Sakaratam right now after we finish with the mid exam. So thank you for Pak Widartono. I use his presentation here. So we have three. I will give you three PDF for you to read. Okay, the first one is Pak Widartono. The second one is the detail one by one of the equation, and the third one is the Excel, which is I will not. It's how to do the example. So basically there are three different type. First different section. First is the what is the Sakaratam. The second is the calculation, and the third one is the evaluation. And then I will give you also a video of animation of the Sakaratam, which is taken from the YouTube. Okay, so the Sakaratam, the surface pump is there are three types of surface pump. Basically, a surface is a bottom hole, and then in between is a rod. So the conventional type, this is the point of stabilized point is the titik pusat putaran. I don't know how to say it in English. In the middle of the walking beam, and then for Mach 2 type is in the end, and air balance also is in the end. And this is the component. So the surface component of a surface, everything from surface to bottom. The motor is to move the to give energy of rod in the surface. And then the second one is the surface equipment, and then bottom hole equipment, and then the rod between surface and bottom hole. And then this is the type that mentioned previously. So make it bigger. I guess it's easier to make it bigger. So this one is the conventional. The center of a bearing is in the middle. So this one is in the end, and for the Mach 2, and for air balance also in the air. So that's the difference between the two, conventional and Mach 2. And then another type of a beam is a beam balance unit, reverse Mach V2, and then low profile, and then conventional portable, which is a little bit different than others. Is the because of the portable, it is using a wheel in here. Other case might using a skid. So skid is just a skid. It's a skid. And then this is the equipment on the surface. So this is the motor, the prime mover, and then motor is moving by belt cover, by belt, moving between motor and the rod. If there is a belt to move the counterweight. So this is there is a brake on it, and gear reducer between the belt, between the belt and the counterweight. The counterweight is connected to this crank. The crank connected with the pitman, with the crank pitman bearing here. So this is the pitman, the long one, and then this is equalizer. Equalizer is connected to walking beam. This is the walking beam, and with the horse head. So this horse head, this one, because of these circular things, this moves up and down, and then this moves up and down, and then it's causing this one moves up and down, and then you will end up a wire in it, and then it is held by this Samson post. Why it's called Samson? Because it's strong. Samson is very strong. And then it's connected, the wire connected with the polish rod, and then in order not to stuffing box is to minimize, there is in order no communication between well and the surface. So stuffing box, and then casing head goes to the bottom, inside the tubing string, the polish rod, and then the casing string, the tubing inside the casing, and then connected this polish rod connected to sucker rod pump. So the rod pump itself is in the bottom. There's a rod, the rod connected to polish rod. Okay, the rod. So after that is the pump, and then this is another view from the another view from another slide. So this is the base. This sub base. You see, it takes a long time to build the base here. So it is very big sucker rod. So usually sucker rod for the low grade. So this is same thing here. This is Samson post, and etc. And then this is another one at balance pumping, almost the same as the Mark II. This is the we talk about manometer card. So let's say it again. For the surface equipment, the motor, key reducer, crank and pinion, walking beam, counterweight the one that circular, and Samson post, hose head, polish rod, and stuffing box. Stuffing box is in for in order not to have communication between bottom hole tubing and surface. Sealing is called. So the standard of the sucker rod, the surface facility is this one, conventional for C, and then M2 Mark II, A for air balance, B for big pump, and then this double reduction period. So the reduction is double. We can have one also. So the peak of the top is 160 in the unit is in pound force. So 173 for the clock loop rating is 100 of pound force, 1,300 pound force. So the length of the stroke. So you see the stroke is the length, one stroke, the one to the bottom to the top, the most bottom and the most top, 64. So you can use it for 54 or 48 inch. Okay. So on the bottom you have a working barrel, a plunger, a traveling valve, standing valve, and sucker rod string. So okay. So again, repeat it again. So there's a 5-part, a prime mover, an engine, which is causing a moving of a pump, not the pump, moving of the sucker of surface facility. Power transmission to reduce the speed. So from pump, and then there is a speed reducer, and then the pump itself. Okay, the whole pump itself, the whole surface facilities pump, not the pump itself, so the surface facilities, and then rod string, and then the bottom is the pump in the bottom. Okay, so the moving of the crank arm, changing from the circular to walking beam to up and down. This is for the circular to become an up and down. So the function, so the horse head and the bridle is to give a long line of this moving up and down on the string. So please read everything here. So the length of the stroke between 12 and 240 string. Polish rod and starting blocks to another liquid to go into the surface. Rating is between 3,000 to 42,000 pound force of the structure. Okay. So sucker rod, this is the calculation of sucker rod string. This I have here and here for everything. So this is the same as the one that I mentioned there, but it's much easier for me to understand here. Okay, so please read this one here, and then I will explain it to you by using this PDF. Okay.